Does anybody have the thread where they timestamp all the matches that were on stream at EVO? There was the match I had against the Leo player from NorCal, and that match was crazy. I almost lost. I played Nago and Bridget, and then I made it to Churara, and Churara got me 3-0. If you didn't know, Churara was preparing specifically for me, for Nago, because he anticipated that, he needed to be ready. You know what? His strategy was excellent. He played completely different than what I would expect, and he got me. Popped off in pools. In Street Fighter I did, because I got to go on stage, and everybody was cheering. So Churara got me 3-0, and then I went to Losers, where I played Creator of Exodus, the Geo player, and I looked at Creator, and I said, you know what's about to happen, right? He didn't know the matchup. After that, it was, I think Shirai Ryuzi was behind me. I asked him to record this match. I played Test Your Luck, no Nagomir. I picked Bridget, and I was like, do your worst. And then it was Jonathan Tene, and it went to last round, and I lost. I kept to what I was saying the whole weekend, which is that I don't really care how I do, because, I already got top whatever last year. I was like, okay, I probably could have done better, but my EVO experience was so de-inspiring and exhausting that I just had nothing left. So let's talk about that. Here we are in the Mandalay Bay. Here is where EVO is. I get there on Wednesday, and it's me and Daru staying at the Mandalay Bay Hotel. Elevator's right here. It's a nice and easy day. Thursday morning, me and Daru wake up, we get breakfast at the Seabreeze Cafe, then we head on over to the convention center this way. Now, this is about a 10-minute walk, 8-9 minutes. To get our badges from over here at the end of the hall, we started in line from over here. You know how long that took on Thursday afternoon? It took me 1 hour being in line. And then I said, all right, time to go back to the room because Daru was still in line. Daru got a badge that had his name on it, so he had to be in a separate line. Do you know how long that line took Daru? 10 minutes? Took Daru 2 hours to get his badge. And you know what? Me taking an hour or an hour and a half to get my badge, and Daru taking 2 hours to get his badge, me and Daru got off easy, okay, with that wait. I heard some people really got fucked by the admissions line. After that, I'm already exhausted. And that Thursday, we don't even leave our room. Or I do, but Daru does not. I'm playing Dave the Diver. I was so washed from this weekend, I beat Dave the Diver over the weekend, laying in bed, because that's all the energy that I had to do. And let me tell you, Dave the Diver is a grind that really puts it in perspective. Now, I did do some pretty cool stuff. Up here, you take the elevator up to whatever floor. Damascus personally invited me, got to go. I watched the exhibitions live, Big Bird and Mena being in the room. Like, me and Sonic Fox are fucking tripping. Me and them were just making Blanca noises. There was an open bar. I got to say hi to so many people. I got to play with Itabashi Zangief. If I can put hands on Itazan of all fucking people, then what is this game? That's another story. Thursday night, get back to the room, go to sleep, 1 something to 6 in the morning, and then Daru's up, I'm up, 7 a.m. comes around, we leave the room, and we're like, all right, time to go to the convention center, and we're walking here, and then right here, we stop. You know why we're stopped? This is why. This was the line to get into the convention center at 8 a.m. 8 in the morning. And from what I hear, people have been lining up to get in since 6 a.m. All the way, lined up all the way there. This is thousands of people, by the way. And then the line goes here, wraps around, and then goes here. And this is where me and Daru were at 8 in the morning. Oh, and Pep. Don't forget Pep. Pep was there. It looks like it's stopping again.
I did the right thing. I'm not getting my badge. I have good friends. I don't really find it. Doug said that they hadn't even opened the doors. They really didn't check.
Yeah, for real. Okay, by the way, me and Daru have 10 a.m. pools. And this is where we are at 8 in the morning. You know where we were at 9:30? We're here. 9:30 in the morning, we're here. And then finally, somebody rushes out from this way and says, if you got 10 a.m. pools, follow me. And I'm like, let's fucking go. And then we get fast-tracked like it's fucking Disney World. I think getting 10 a.m. pools may have ruined any motivation for me to succeed as a competitor at EVO this year. Because for me, it wasn't 10 a.m. pools. It was 8 a.m. pools. After getting done with Strive and Street Fighter around 1 to 2 p.m., that was it. I was done. I was back in my room, sleep. I didn't go to dinner. I didn't gamble. I didn't go on the strip. I didn't go on any of the dope avenues going shopping. All we did was play and go back to bed. And I don't know if I would do it again. This was not the EVO that I know. Too many people. I barely got to see my friends. Saturday night, after everything, I finally go over to the Project L booth and I say, hey, what's up? And they say, we've been waiting for you. Come this way. We have something to show you. And I got to play Project L for half an hour. And that really turned my night around. Saturday, like wake up at 7, get something to eat, play Street Fighter at 10 a.m., lose to Jiro, the Anji player, 385th place. Not bad. He was patient, great timing, excellent jumps, just highly patient. 1-2, last round. Well played. I said, okay, no, I'm just here to play. Then I get to Barbar. Barbar is a guy in the chat. Fucking killed. Barbar seemed pretty good, so it'd be good to play him again for grinding. And then I get to this guy. Holy shit. A modern Shoto player. And honestly, I didn't even get around. I think modern is better than classic, and it's not close, because they can one-button DP so many of my tools as Marisa. So after the set, they're really happy they won, because they get to go to the next round. I asked them, what can I do better? And they told me, that's just a game. And they also said, I did some things that weren't auto, bro. And I just stared in disbelief. That's how Street Fighter went. What happened in Strive? Getting top 24 was pretty amazing. I played almost a whole day with Bridget. If I beat 10A, then I would have had Bean. Okay. I probably could have killed Bean with Nago. And then I would have had Varix. I like my odds. And then Zondo. Honestly, if I got here, I would have woken up. Anything interesting happened this bracket? Oh, Tiger Pop killed Nage. Umisho killed Tiger Pop. Oh yeah, Latif beating Slash. Crazy. I mean, Leffen is one of the hardest workers. I would never defy his strength. Leffen deserves to win, regardless of character. But I just look at the matches and what happened, and I say, of course, he's so good. So I'm sorry for all the people who wanted to see me on Sunday, because last year I did like a signing thing for like 2 hours, and that was fun. This year I had way too many fucking people for my ass waking up at 5 in the morning and being in line for 3 hours. So many people. Try to have a conversation with Hungrybox, 20 people march up. Talk with Leffen after a match, there's 6 people already lined up. Lost my match with Churara. The moment I walk off the stage, somebody asked, can I get a picture? That was the one who broke me. Thank you all for all the kindness you showed me over the weekend, but at EVO there was too many of you motherfuckers. Like next year, I'm hardline requesting, please give me an evening wave of pools. I can't do it with this waiting in line shit. I just gave up mentally. I didn't play casuals. I didn't go out to eat. I didn't go see anything. I literally ate delivery every day. So honestly, by the end of the weekend, like, what even happened? Who even played? You might call this first world problems, but like you would have no idea how bad it really is. Y'all who have met me know. I'll give you however much time you want. But this EVO's on another fucking level. I don't joke. And not to say no fun, but something's gotta change next year. For me. Sunday, backstage with everybody else competing in top 6. I watched it go down. She was dope. Production let me go walk around in the crowd and watch the trailer and hear all the reactions. That was sick. And then we go upstairs and watch Street Fighter. Street Fighter 6 top 8 was crazy. It made the game look good. Street Fighter 6 is a volatile game. I haven't even watched Angry Bird versus Mena because it was just like me, Pep, and then on the other bed it was Daru, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play the boys, like play with Churara. And then while the finals was happening, I just pass out, and then I wake up and all the Japanese players are leaving and they say see you next time. Monday comes around. Daru is already going back to Japan. Me and Peppery Splash's room keys stop working. The room was supposed to be until Tuesday, and I imagine, it must just be like some glitch. But because Daru is in the air and doesn't have Wi-Fi, I can't message him to like hook me up with the QR code. So I can't get to my floor, the 24th floor, because the room key doesn't work. So I like piggyback off of somebody else going to like floor 25, floor 26. And then I go to the end of the halls and then I take the stairs down and get back into the room. I did that shit like fucking like Hitman 3. I slipped the do not disturb thing into the latch on the door so it doesn't close behind us, and that's how we got back into our room in the evening. Pep leaves at like 9 with Lost Soul. Pep actually ended up in a cab in the Uber with fucking Sonic Soul, and Sonic Soul had the gall to say, you know who I am, to Pep. That could have been me leaving that night. Lost Soul's flight gets canceled, and Pep's flight also gets canceled. But Pep gets moved onto the flight that Lost Souls was canceled. White Man Stay winning, right? Alright, so Lost Soul, since I still had the room, comes back. They put him on a flight in the morning. Since I can't leave the room, I order Mandalay room service. Shit was delicious. And then Lost Soul gets in right as soon as I'm passing out, takes the stairs down, doors open, we both pass out. And then at 12 at night, I shit you not, security wakes up me and Lost Soul. They're in our room saying, "Who are you? Who are you? Show some ID." I'm not making this up. I'm in my fucking underwear under the covers. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? And then I'm like, can I put some clothes on? And they're like, yeah, sure, man. Y'all got some ID? And we're like, yeah, right here. And then they're like, oh, we thought you were underage. So it turns out the room was supposed to be unoccupied, and it was a time zone mix-up, thinking that the room was from 8-2 to 8-8. So they call down, and I'm like, okay, this room is on behalf of Daru's IRL name, blah, blah, blah. I'm not on it because it was booked by Sony PlayStation because Daru won a thing to get the sponsored trip, right? The security guy's on the phone like, all right, so what do you want to do? And then eventually he's like, okay, we'll get you a room rate of like $70. Come down and pay. We'll get you new room keys. I'm like, easy. The security guys, super nice, got down to the counter. They were like, so you know it's going to be a room rate of about $600, right? And the security guy was like, stop that. Check with the supervisor in the back. And I was like, yes, bro. That gets settled. Get the room keys. Go back upstairs. Pass out. Take stuff out of my pocket. Wake up in the morning. 4:55 a.m. 2 hours until my trip. Time to go. Next thing I know, 4:50 in the morning. My flight's in an hour. Oops. Overslept. Luckily, I'm already packed. Get my shit. Head down. Get a cab. $20. Airport. Boom. On the way there, I realized forgotten my wallet. Because of all that happened, I took my wallet out of my bag and it was in the bed because I emptied my pockets. So no problem. I talked to the people at the desk. They say, whatever, get you a flight for 9 a.m. Great. Perfect. Take a cab back to the Mandalay. Get my wallet from the room because my room key still works. Also black the fuck out. Go back to the airport. Check my bag. Get through TSA. Sit by the gate. Lift off. I upgraded my seat so I get the aisle, playing my Dave the Diver. And then, are there any medical personnel on board that can assist in the case of an emergency? I repeat, are there any medical personnel? Somebody 3 or 4 seats in the rows ahead of me. It must have been, I don't know, like a stroke or something. There was 2 nurse practitioners on the plane. They must have done an amazing job. The plane got diverted to Denver, Colorado. A seizure? Maybe. I never found out. They get the guy off of the plane. Plane gets refueled. We're there for like an hour. It's a fucking march to the bathroom. We get back up in the air, go to Chicago. And then I get my bacon, egg, and cheese from the American Bagel place near the baggage check. Get my baggage. Take the blue line back to the city. Take my bus back to my street. Take my shit upstairs. Here I am right as you see me yesterday. So this EVO was basically hell for me. That's my story. 17th place. Not bad. That's a pretty crazy EVO, I gotta say.